Hey, y'all.
Hola, welcome to 30 Minutes Down South. She's Allison.
And he's Carlos, and we are two top producing realtors.
With two extremely different Southern upbringings.
Join us each week as we explore the Lake Murray area with our special guests.
And welcome, Allison, to another episode of 30 Minutes Down South.
Hi, Carlos.
How you doing today?
I am good. The sun is out. I am wearing green.
Why are you wearing
Spring is in
green?
the air.
I know you're wearing green for a special occasion, though. We actually talk about it.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? You have some Irish on your background, do you?
Probably, but
I've seen you drinking beer. You have some Irish.
I mean, I just like a reason to celebrate. So, I mean, throw me a good holiday with a theme. I'm all for it.
Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, absolutely.
You know
I can be Mexican for a day.
You know that Elise was in a very prank mood. So she texts almost every friend that I got and say, please remember to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, to congratulate Carlos for Cinco de Mayo. So I woke up one morning and started getting text messages from everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo. Come on, man.
I do remember that.
I'm not Mexican.
All right, so we need a good Venezuelan holiday. You got anything good coming up?
Well, I'm going to have a party on May. So it's not going to be a Venezuelan theme party.
It's
not
just
like
a Carlos party. We're celebrating you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, unfortunately, lately, everything you hear about Venezuela is not good news, you know. And I don't want to get into politics deep, but since you're bringing it up, you know.
I didn't bring up politics. I asked if you had something fun to celebrate.
Yeah. But it's just been bothering me, to be honest with you. You know, when you see it on the news, when you see the name of the country on the news, and every time it's attached to bad news or, you know, problem with the immigration, some problem with migrants and all this stuff. I just want to let it out. Just like, I mean, I'm obviously not condone what's happening, you know, on the borders and getting all these people coming in, you know, just like free for all and without a background check, especially when you notice that a lot of the people coming in there, you know, are male in their 20s, you know.
It's a bit alarming.
Yeah, and it's a tough spot for me because I'm an immigrant, you know, so it's not fair for me to say, okay, I'm here, you're not allowed, you know. But at the same time, I had to go through the due process, you know. I was blessed that I was able to do it, you know, not everybody can. And the reason why I left Venezuela was because it was the socialism was just taking over in every single aspect of culture, you know, from crime to economics to social demoralization. And it feels like a lot of those people that have been brainwashed with the socialism are the ones that are coming through the borders and causing trouble here. I don't know. I just wanted to lay that out.
Subject, yeah.
Yeah. So no, we don't have a Venezuelan day right now. I don't think that is coming anytime soon until we fix what's going on to, you know.
So we could just celebrate the day you arrived.
Let's celebrate St. Patrick's Day right now. Yeah, I mean, it's a very uncomfortable situation, to be honest with you, you know, because I like to be proud about where I come from. I like to be proud. There's a lot of amazing Venezuelan people, you know, out there. There's a lot of hardworking, amazing people. And they're not the one making the news right now. The one making the news are the reason why I had to leave that country, you know, the criminals and whatnot. So
unfortunately, it goes back to the saying, like, one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch, you know, and that's the way it is with the media. You don't hear about the good stuff.
Correct.
All they put out is the negative because that's what sells. But
you're absolutely right, you know. But unfortunately, you know, that's the situation that we're living right now, and hopefully it gets resolved, you know. Hopefully it gets resolved soon, and I can get back to being proud of the Venezuelan heritage,
where you came from.
You know?
That's right.
And have my son being proud of the Venezuelan heritage, and, you know, eating the Venezuelan food and dancing the Venezuelan music, and, you know, just like the Irish people are about to do.
Today we're talking about a different heritage.
And it's the Irishman, you know. They also came into in a good amount of migration back 60 years, 70 years ago. That was the biggest, maybe a little bit more,
I
right?
don't know. You're really testing my history today.
I just really want to feel younger and then say, it's only 50 years ago. Like, no, man, it's been 90. So, that means I'm 40 something. But this is not a mathematical part, right?
But I can say, speaking on the Irish heritage, I have a friend whose parents are both direct, Irish descendants. And that is one group of people that they are just so strong in their heritage and so proud of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. So they took their front living room and turned it into an Irish pub in their house. Like, it's awesome. And they're a lot of fun. So I'm really excited about our guest today to learn more about what O'Hara's Pub in Lexington has to offer.
Yeah, O'Hara's Pub is a real Irish pub, and why don't we hear Leslie?
Let's see what Leslie has to say.
Leslie.
I can't talk today.
Yeah. And welcome, Leslie Gandy.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to 30 Minutes Down South.
Hey, Leslie.
Hey, Allison. How are you?
I am good. Thanks so much for being on with us today.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Leslie, why don't you tell us a little bit about O'Hara's? And I believe that you have two different companies under one umbrella, right? It's a bakery and the restaurant.
We do. We have O'Hara's Public House, which is an Irish pub, and it's 2 doors down on Main Street from the bakery, which is O'Hara's Bakery and Cafe. And the Public House came into existence about 5.5 years ago. Matt O'Hara started that, then found the opportunity to buy the Haven Coffee House, which was 2 doors down, and started the bakery there. And it's a dessert cafe, or a dessert bar at night. So that's been operating, like I said, about 3 years.
So that's right on Main Street in Lexington.
It's at the Public House is at 131 East Main Street, and the bakery is at 121 East Main. So right in the heart of downtown Lexington, and right next to the courthouse. So right where everything is starting to grow. I mean, we're getting so many new restaurants down there and so many different activities to do. So it's exciting right now.
And the name O'Hara's, let me guess, Irish?
It is Irish, and it's Matt O'Hara started this. So if you'd like a little bit of history on it, I can tell you that.
Yes, please.
He was not in the restaurant business. He was in sales and marketing, but he decided that his dream was an Irish pub, and he is Irish, and he went to Ireland and really researched these pubs and how to be authentic, and with the foods down to the fish and chips, to the corned beef, everything. So he made a few trips over there. I went to a lot of pubs, drank a lot of beer, ate a lot of food, and he came back with this dream, and he has 2 silent partners, and they opened O'Hara's Public House right there on Main, and it has grown quite a bit over the years. We have a deck on the back that offers outside dining. Even in the winter, we have it enclosed with heaters, and when it rains, we have that. We have the indoor, it's not really formal because we are a pub, but there's a dining area for that if you want to be in a quieter little side. And then we have the actual pub where there's a bar and the band set up there. So it's a little louder on that side, but a little bit for everybody.
It is. It's a fun atmosphere.
I love it.
I enjoy it. I've been there quite a few times, but I have to be honest, I did not realize that there was a bakery. So I completely missed out on that part.
You sure did. That's where I've gained 15 pounds over the last week. So that is sad that you haven't been there. You have to come. We have some great things.
I heard pretty good stuff about the New York style bagels.
That's it. So we started the bakery. As I said, it was a coffee house. About a year ago, we brought breakfast over we started serving breakfast. And then we had the opportunity, and we've always had the dessert bar at night. So the dessert bar runs Thursday through Saturday night. We're open all day from 8 in the morning on till 10 at night. So you can get coffee, dessert. We actually have a bar. So we serve espresso martinis, white chocolate martinis, a little fancier, sugary dessert drinks with our desserts. But I would say, I can't remember the exact date, but maybe 4 months ago or so, it was maybe right before it started getting cold, we had the opportunity to partner up with Chef Pete, who is actually from New York and is he's called the bread boss. So he's a bread and bagel maker. He had a truck out off Highway 1 near, I think, Charter Oak. I think that's the road out there. And he had a very successful business with that, but he and his partner split. So he came our way. We had the opportunity ourselves to partner up with him, and what craziness has ensued since then. There's a lot of New Yorkers down here, for one thing. There's a lot of people from up north coming down here, and I'm from the South. I'm from Valdosta, Georgia, South Georgia. So
they're
bagels,
particular. They're very particular with their bagels.
They're so particular about it. And I mean, you better not mess it up. But, we've got it right. We bring in New York water, believe it or not. We do.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the water. I don't want to know what's in the water.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Please
I don't think we want to know what's in the water.
Please tell me it's not from the Hudson River.
Some people say, oh, well, it's off the streets. I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. But it makes a great bagel, evidently, and I can attest that it does. But they're authentic, and they're amazing, and we have lines out the door on the weekends. I mean, people order those things like crazy. We have a wide assortment, and he also brought in, Italian cookies, Italian, all kinds of the cannolis. Mm-hmm. I don't know cannolis, but they're good.
Oh yeah, they're delicious. I love them.
Good. They're so good, and he's doing some for the Blowfish, so I'm excited about that. But we are just growing in that bagel business. We hope to open lunch again soon. We opened it for a short bit. We weren't quite prepared for that, so we will reopen it again after we get through St. Patty's Day, and be excited to be open for breakfast and lunch over there, and include bagels even more.
So with O'Hara's being Irish and the whole Irish theme, St. Patrick's Day, tell us, what do y'all have planned for St. Patrick's Day weekend?
By the way, if you notice, we're dressing green right now in honor of St. Patty's.
I know.
I'm not.
We definitely tried to go with the theme.
I'm so sad that I'm not. Yesterday I was in a St. Patty's outfit, had the earrings, had the whole thing, and I went to Publix, and the guy said, "You're way too early for St. Patty's." I said, "I work in an Irish pub. It's never too early. It's round the year that we have it." But yep. So we have St. Patty's Day coming up. It's our biggest holiday, of course. A lot of Jell-O shots, a lot of good food, a lot of corned beef. We will be celebrating on the 16th and the 17th, so Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. And we will be open for breakfast at the pub, actually. We'll bring the traditional Irish breakfast and brunch over to the pub on both those days.
And the traditional Irish breakfast is what? Black beer? Dark beer?
Yeah, you start with a beer. You do. Mm-hmm. We have that. But it starts with a Jell-O shot on my end. I'm telling you, we will make 1,000 Jell-O shots for those 2 days. So, and they'll be green. But we have the beer. We have the Jameson. We have the Irish coffees. But the breakfast, it's like a 2-egg breakfast. I'm trying to remember how we did it last year. It's a 2-egg breakfast. It has potatoes. It has blood sausage. Not a fan of that.
I am.
But people do like it.
I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it.
It's a sausage made with blood.
That's
made of blood.
It's black.
Yep.
It's not red. Yep. It's like very dark. But people People love that breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a hearty breakfast. So we'll have that. We'll also have at the pub traditional American breakfast, and then we will have at the bakery all the bagel sandwiches, all the pastries that we make for breakfast, and a limited menu there. So both days we'll have that offering. So it starts at 8 in the morning on both those days, and then on Saturday we will actually be down in Five Points doing the St. Patrick's Day down there. So O'Hara's will be represented down there. We'll be serving food. And then back at the pub, we'll have a band inside the pub, and out we'll have a big tent out in the parking lot. So all of Lexington, whoever, I mean, it's jam-packed. And so we'll have the parking lot behind us with a stage. We'll have a beer trailer. We'll have grilling hamburgers and hot dogs late into the night. And I'll tell you, on the 16th, we have Josh Kendrick playing in the pub, and then Lighten Up Francis is under the tent out back, and those go from 7 to 10. So we'll have two bands going. On the 17th, we'll have Prettier Than Matt and Tokyo Joe playing from 3 to 7 under the big top out back. So those are,
Nice.
really popular bands in Lexington, and they do a great job. And it's just a fun weekend.
That is
We don't
awesome.
sleep.
That sounds like a
Sounds
good
like
day
a lot of fun.
and sounds like you are the ones to spend the time with,
Yeah, let me tell you, that is. Everybody comes out for us, and it's Irish. Matt O'Hara will dress up as the mayor of of St. Patrick's Day. It's always fun to see what he wears, and there's a lot of dancing. There we'll have the Irish. Let me pronounce it right.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll have the Irish dancers from the Conic School. They come in and they put on a great show. That'll be on Sunday.
That Irish dance is so difficult. You have to eat really good shape, because there's a lot of.
Have you tried the Irish dance?
I haven't tried, but I've seen it. I've seen videos.
I would like to see you do that. They're and they start little, and then they go into their teens or however. They're amazing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing to watch. They're they're really good. They put on quite a show. And Tokyo, Prettier Than Matt and Tokyo Joe are just
They're
awesome.
amazing.
They'll draw a huge crowd. So, like I said, you eat all day at the pub, then we'll fire the grill up later in the afternoon, because people stay all day, all night. It's so much fun. We don't sleep the whole weekend.
That is awesome, and that's gonna be this weekend. Okay, so if you're listening and you don't have any plans,
16th and 17th.
awesome, and you don't have any plans, it's a good thing to do, a fun thing to do, and just head up to O'Hara's, and that way you know that you're going to be at the center of the party, because how many Irish pubs or how many Irish restaurants are in the area? I think that you're the only one. Because the closest one is a bulldog, but that's British.
That's British.
Yeah,
Not Irish.
I'll be honest. I'm not from Columbia and Lexington, though I've been here for several years, and I don't know of another one. I pretty much stay in Lexington. I know there's not one in Lexington, but it's authentic, and we really try to keep with the tradition of the food and the drinking and everything green. And the bakery will be all set up for St. Patrick's Day. We will also have kegs at the bakery, which we generally don't have, and we'll have beer there. We'll have the Jello shots there. We have a full bar. We have I know I keep talking about drinking, but we also will have all the desserts and pastries. We try to keep it within an Irish theme, which pretty much just includes Bailey's, or if it's tinted green. Our whole case will be green. But usually people will come from there, and then they'll head over to us for dessert.
That's awesome. Leslie, and also behind the scene, every first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about Irish pub, obviously, is beer and drinks and party. But I know that you're very involved with the community.
Yeah. We are.
Actually, I met you personally at one of the Blowfish networking events, and I was impressed to hear, how much for the community you do, and the blood, what's it called when you give
blood
up
drive?
blood
Yeah,
drives
the blood
and
drive, things like that.
yeah, all the type of events that you guys support and
We do. We do. You know, there's a saying, and I'm trying to get it right, but there are no strangers. There are only friends
Mm-hmm.
too that you're trying to make a right. I don't have it right in front of me. I don't know, but Matt O'Hara really encompasses bringing people together and also community. It's all about community, and we try to stay very involved with the community. And you know, the Lexington Police Department is right behind us,
Mm-hmm.
so we tried to do coffee with the cops, all the things that we can do with the police department. We're very involved with the chamber. I just left a chamber thing this morning with leadership and women. We just try to give back. You know, we're not a business without the community.
Correct.
And I always try to tell our servers and everybody that works in both of our establishments that our customers are our business and our customers are the community. And so we want to give as much as we get. And so Matt is really, really good about trying to make sure that we give back to the community and all different things. And, you know, the month of April is a big Irish month. We'll be doing several things with the Hibernian Association. And,
What's a Hibernian Association?
So it is a society that supports all Irish traditions. It just wants to keep those traditions alive, and it's national.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's international, but I do know it's national, and it brings together anybody of Irish descent in America to keep these traditions alive.
That's cool. Leslie, passing, once all the craziness of St. Patrick's Day is over, what's the future plans? What's the future plans for O'Hara's? Like in the summer, do you have constant live bands in there? What
can people look forward to?
Mm-hmm.
So all year long, we have live music over at the pub. We do live music. We have Tokyo Joe every Wednesday night out on the deck. That's just a tradition. It's their smaller version of Tokyo Joe. And then every weekend, usually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but every weekend we have live music. People come and enjoy us, all the local bands. During the summer, we do Coffee with the Cops over at the amphitheater. So every Saturday morning, I believe beginning in May, we will support the cops and have a table set up where we give out cookies and coffee to the community. All the kids come in.
So anybody can come in and have coffee with the cops?
Yeah, it's over at the amphitheater. So it's during their spring and summer. It's like the farmers market.
Yeah.
It's every Saturday.
Okay.
From the beginning of May until the end of October, usually, or the middle of October. And local vendors come in, like, set up booths. So there might be a candy making, or it might be a local farm bringing in produce or things like that. And we'll have a booth set up for that. We will always supporting out at the Blowfish. We're always out there during the summer and spring months for that. Like I said, we have live music always. And during the school year, we support local teachers and our local schools.
Yep.
Where we will go out and provide bagels or pastries and things like that for the teachers. So there's always something going on. And at the bakery, we do the same thing. We just support it with sugar. So,
just make it a little sweeter.
Yeah, always. So, but there's always little things going on like that. I'm trying to think of anything else specific, but generally when an organization comes in and asks us to do something, Matt's really good about doing it. But we always have the live music. During the summer, we were having music bingo at the pub, so look for that if that's going to start back up. Like I said, the lunch over at the bakery should start up by April 1st.
Okay.
So that will be something new for us. and
Yeah, that sounds like a pack calendar. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't tried the bagels, and I used to
Oh,
live in New York, and I know for a fact that they're different. They are.
well, I will have to bring you some because
Yeah,
they're very good.
I'm very intrigued by it because
Yeah.
I'm not a New Yorker. I just happen to live in there, and I
You
know
sound
Yeah.
just like you're from New York.
and I know that the bagel culture in there is big, you know. And then
It's huge.
you start to trying out, and then you start to compare with other places, and it is so much better. I mean, it's just chewy. So the fact that you guys are bringing the water
The
from
water,
there,
that's impressive.
you
It's
know.
crazy. They come in these big, like, I don't know, 25-gallon things that I can't carry, but we ship them down. And there's a whole process. It's a 2-day process. We do the bagels. They'll mix them up. They'll form them, roll them out,
Yep.
form them, and then they rise. And then once they proofed, rise, whatever, and then the next day we boil them and then we bake them that morning. So our bakers come in at 4 in the morning, and they start all the pastries. They start to fill the case, and then the bagel bakers get in, and everything that we've proofed the night before, they will boil, and then they season and bake them. So it's quite a process, but man, are they good when they come out of the oven.
What flavors do you carry?
So it will vary daily, but
Yeah.
we usually always have Asiago cheese, which is my favorite. I take them home and make
Sounds
sandwiches
so
out of
good
them.
right
They're
now.
so
It sounds really good
good.
right now.
I had one yesterday slathered in butter. It was so good. And then we have a poppy seed. We have an onion. We have the everything bagel is very, very popular. We'll have a blueberry, cinnamon. So here's something I didn't know. I didn't know that bagels weren't made with eggs. They're not made with eggs. So when you add an egg to a bagel, it's an egg bagel. So it's a different color. It's like more of a yellow color. So some people prefer an egg bagel or a regular bagel. So we have both. We have some egg bagels. We have some regular bagel. Well, most of our bagels are regular, but we have an egg bagel. And people say they're a little richer, a little,
Yeah.
I don't, I think they are. I haven't eaten one, but they, a lot of people,
Well, now
they
you
want
have
their egg
homework. Now you
bagels.
have homework to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know, but they're regular bagels. And then we have a French toast bagel on the weekends that we make that is phenomenal. It's
Ooh, that
really,
one
really
sounds
good.
good too. Yeah, my favorite one is the onion
So good.
bagel.
The onion.
The onion, yeah.
Actually, we have I have a sandwich that I was introduced to it. I don't know, like 10 years ago. That might not sound too good, but let me tell you, it's delicious. It's everything bagel, cream cheese, bacon, onion, and tomato.
Somebody told me that the other
Interesting.
day. They said we should do, and he was from New York. He's actually our cook in the kitchen, and he said we need to do a cream cheese and bacon. And I said, ugh,
Yeah.
put cheddar cheese, because I went in and asked for a cheddar cheese and bacon, and he said put cream cheese. But that sounds good. You know, a big one that, and I never ate this down here, was lox.
Yep.
You know, the salmon.
Yep.
Man, they love that.
With
So we
capers.
do the cream. Yes, we call it the loxan.
Mm-hmm.
So the loxan, like loxan, the song, we call it the loxan, and it's cream cheese, lox, capers, onions, and tomatoes, and people go nuts for it.
Yeah, that's delicious.
That does sound delicious. Well, I think we all have some homework to do.
I'm hungry.
Some trying new
I
things.
know, I know.
I'm getting hungry right now.
Yes.
I know.
Well, thank you so much for your time and, telling us all about what O'Hara's has to offer. Sounds like every day there's something fun going on. So
at the pub, if you don't mind if I add real quick, that the pub does have the traditional dishes like the fish and chips that are our number one seller. They're delicious. Everybody says they're really authentic. Our pot roast with roasted carrots and potatoes are a huge seller, and of course the corned beef. So everybody should come and try at least those three things at the pub, because they are authentic and they're delicious. So.
And I have to ask, I don't want to extend that much either, but what type of beers do you sell? You sell craft beers too?
So I'm a vodka drinker, so I'm not big, but of course the Guinness, and we do have a lot of beers on tap at the pub, and I have to be honest. They do pale. They do the dark. They have.
They got something for everybody.
They do have something for everybody because somebody was drinking a peanut butter one the other day.
Oh, wow.
So I can't remember the name of it, but yes, if you're a beer drinker, do come in and try that. And if you're a Prosecco drinker, come to the bakery every weekend or every day. We do the mimosa flights, which are amazing. It's 4 different types of mimosas, so they are good.
Sounds yummy.
Awesome. All right, we'll pay you a visit very, very, very soon.
Yes.
Maybe,
yes.
maybe in an hour.
Yay, good. And the hamburgers are amazing too. So I'll try those as well.
Leslie, thank you very much. And
thank y'all so much. I do appreciate it. And we do hope everybody will come out and try it. And especially for St. Patrick's Day, it'll be the most fun ever. Fun.
We'll do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.
And I am matey. How do you say that's cool in Irish?
That's pirate speak.
I keep confusing that. It's not the first time. I'm matey, you know? They say mate. Irishmen say mate. Hey, mate.
No, those are Australians. You're butchering this.
All right, tell me an Irish word. Or a word that comes. Come on, Addison. Think. Quick.
I don't know.
Bam, 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 bam. Quick. No?
St. Patrick.
Cheers. Ah, come on. Anyway.
I will have to go next weekend or this weekend for their St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Are you going to?
I think it would be fun.
You like to celebrate? Do you usually celebrate St. Patrick's?
I told you, I like a reason to celebrate anything. Good theme, good to dress up.
Yeah, it's funny.
Live music, food, dessert.
Well,
I mean, all of those things speak my name.
I gotta tell you, back when I was living in New York City, my favorite pub was an Irish pub.
Really?
Yeah, it was. And I don't think I have any Irish background on me, any heritage.
You don't look very Irish.
No. My parents were German, so it's kind of close, you know. So my dad is on the German side, but yeah, I relate a lot with the Irish culture, in the mean that they're very. I like the fact they're very strong-minded. They're
proud. They're fun.
They were immigrants, like I said, and they're proud. They're fun. And they like to fight.
Like to drink.
They like to drink, and they were very good boxers and very good Irish fighter. Actually, you heard of McGregor, right?
Yeah, so who I was about to say.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool fighter. MMA.
Yes, right up your alley. See, we have lots of things in common.
Maybe I got some Irish in my blood. You know?
Might. So.
I wouldn't be mad. Actually, that's a culture that I like and respect. I respect all cultures and I like all cultures, but
it's a fun one.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. So
it's a fun one.
This weekend, March 16th, 17th. If you're looking for something to do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day and don't want to brave 5 points.
And if you've been asking yourself where to find the best bagels, I haven't tried it, but it sounds like it's a real deal.
Well, I think we need to try it.
I will definitely go and try it. I'm looking forward to it. So, New York style bagels,
at an
Irish pub, St. Patrick's Day. I mean, sounds like a.
What more to want?
Thank you for listening.
All right.
See you next week.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.